I am your motivational speaker, and you will be motivated when you hear me through your speakers, also known as Queen Boss Lady. So, this message that I have is for my beautiful young queens and my beautiful young people. They're mad because you won't compete. Yes, they are angry. They are furious. They are frustrated, irritated, and aggravated because you will not compete with someone that you don't even know, never met, and never cared about. Someone that you never plan on meeting. Someone that you don't even care, to meet if you knew they existed. This is the reason why when a lot of men come in your life, they are so easily motivated to talk about their past relationship and what their past woman did for them because they want you to compete. Now, this is just the truth of the matter, and it's because a lot of women are very competitive. A lot of women are very competitive, and that's just is what it is. From what I have studied and what I have gathered, it's like it's in their DNA or something to fucking compete and to be competitive about all the wrong things though. So men, they know this and they want to instantly spark that competitiveness within you to get you to do what they want you to do. You'll notice that they come in talking about how their ex used to cook for them every day, and if you anything like myself, you're like, okay, well we're gonna let her have that title. We're not gonna take, we're gonna give credit where it's due, and we're gonna let her keep those credibilities. Mm-hmm. Um, I'm just gonna give you my advice. I never date a guy that talks to me about his ex. I look at it; it instantly becomes a one-on-one session, and I ask them for $59.99 because at this point I am counseling you based off the trauma and the drama from your last experience. Like I instantly let them know, like, hey, this is more like counseling. This is more like um, you need spiritual knowledge, you need enlightenment, you need healing, you need answers. Um, yeah, so this is gonna cost you. And they be like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't do one-on-ones for free." And they just be like so flabbergasted, like, and just even if you're not a counselor, just do it. Just do it. Even if you're not a spiritual counselor, even if you're not, um, what did that man say I was? He's like, you're some type of spiritual psychologist or some shit. Yeah, so why do you feel like you don't need to pay me for my services? But it instantly becomes, they want you to compete. You know, they want you to be better than the last. And a lot of these men, they come into your life just to stain you, just to leave a stain. So it gives, because really men are supposed to be competitives. They're supposed to be hunters by nature. But as you can see, we're living in a time where a lot of little boys want the women to compete with their exes. Sir, she's an ex. Why do I need to compete with the things that she did to you if that shit failed? Make that make sense. If she failed at keeping you, why are you telling me the things that she failed at or the things that she succeeded in? Because the areas that she failed in, they want you to be aware and fearful that, hey, bitch, I'll cut your ass off, like if you do what she did. And then the good things that they speak about on their exes is the things that they want you to compete with. Yeah, she was a good cook, so they want you to be a even better cook. Oh, I can show you. Oh, she was good at riding face, so they want you to turn into a porn star. Like, trust me, these little boys, they have no shame in their game. I have heard it. They have no shame in saying exactly what their ex did when they did it. A lot of these little boys, they have it written down, the date and everything. Yeah, this the date. Right here when she did that stupid shit, man. It's like, why do you have that shit in your phone? So you can always go back to it, huh? So you could just moment of silence. Because it's really not funny. These men, they need healing. They really do. And they can heal if they would just let that shit go and not bring a bag of trash into something new. Like, why are you toting a trash bag full of trash into a new experience? Why? Just, why would you do it? Why do you do what you do? You do what you're doing. In my granddaddy voice. Why do you do what you do when you're doing what you're doing? Son. Come here, son. Let me learn you. Let me learn you something, son. Because you didn't learn nothing over there, son. Don't no woman want to hear about your ex. Don't no woman want to hear about your past relationship. We don't give a fuck if she had you in the buck. We don't care if she's a stalker. We don't care if she's crazy. We don't care if she know how to fight real good. What the fuck does that have to do with here and now? What does that? My ex was a fighter. She used to black my eyes. Because he want you to black his eye. He wants you to black the other one. He do. It's the truth. He wants you to black the other one. Oh, she cheated on me with my friend. Because he wants you to fuck the other one. That's how misconstrued and discombobulated these little boys is. He wants you to inflict that same pain on him again. Yes, they do. Because if they didn't want you to inflict this pain on them, they wouldn't give you the ammo. You know, they giving you a loaded gun and they're like, point it at my face. Point it. Pull the trigger. I want you to know what hurts me so you can do it. I don't even... Listen, a lot of y'all show up like... I don't even remember my ex. What? I had an ex before? Don't even recall. It doesn't even... No, I can't remember. And I'm literally trying to sit here and remember, y'all. What the fuck? Okay. That's y'all. You like, I don't fucking remember what the hell Rufus did, but I know he did something because he ain't here no more. They want you to compete with something that did not last, didn't work. And a lot of these men, they give y'all women these babies and they don't take care of them on purpose, just so that can, they think that's gonna set, that sets the tone, that sets the bar very low. You know, they think that they can set the bar for you by not taking care of their responsibility. See, this is the trick. They trick you into thinking that they are a great man. They trick you into thinking that they are a good provider. They trick you into thinking that they're going to take care of their seed. That was planned, by the way. You guys went half on a baby. Planned. This wasn't no oopsie. This wasn't an oopsie. This was planned. But what you also didn't know is he planned to be a stain in your life. So that could set the tone and the bar for you. So you can look like an irresponsible woman. You didn't choose wisely. So why would high value men come and date you now and help you with your children when you chose a bum? You didn't know he was a bum. This man had a job for the whole year, was showing you receipts of taking care of his children, was showing you pictures of him being in his children's life. He had soccer games and this and that, and he's showing you he's buying Christmas. He's showing up. But then with you, he wants to be a stain in your life. See, he didn't want to be a stain in her life. Because he had to prove to you that he could do these things just to make you fall for him. But the streets don't know that. People don't know that. Men, high value men looking at you and you telling them, yeah, my child's father is not in their, my baby daddy not in their life. They like, okay, well, you don't make smart decisions when it comes to mating. You don't make smart decisions when it comes to, your reproductive system. So, and this is what these men wanted. Because men are competitive by nature. So if there's no one there to compete with, they don't feel like you're good enough. And it's just the truth. And it's sad for men to think, like, for real men and real high value men to even think this way about women. Like they've never been tricked, like they've never been scammed. Like no one never pulled one on them. It's sad. But this is why these men do this. Because they say, if you couldn't get him to take care of this child, what makes you think that I'm going to take care of this child, or I'm going to help you with this child when I want to take care? But you don't need that type of man anyways. The man that want to be like, oh, well, he ain't doing it, so I ain't going to step up and do it neither. But if that man was taking care of the child, then you would feel better about taking care of the child. Make that make sense? Because this is what men do. They compete. And they're mad with you because you won't compete. You're like, well, if she did it that good, you don't ever have to worry about me cooking. Well, if she hurt you that bad, you shouldn't be dating. You should be going to counseling. But they want you to be, I'm going to be on my best behavior since the last woman beat him and abused him and misused him and mistreated him. That's not, they want you to show up as a competitive. Like it's a sport or something. And these are the people that's not looking for love. They're looking for something to occupy their time as they sit there or they stand there hurting from 3 relationships ago. And they want to occupy their time with the thought of making you compete with women that no longer exist in their life. You know, and men as well. Men as well. They're like, yeah, because everybody's gonna ask you, well, what's the relation? What's the status with you and your, you know, because this is how men are. I've studied them. I've been around them long enough, and this is why they ask these dumbass questions. So what's the? They don't wait for you to tell them the status, you know, of you and your child's, you know, relationship. They ask you because they want to know how to treat you accordingly, based off of the mistakes that the man did. Because see, the way society works, it all falls back on the woman. They ain't looking at the man like, dang, you did a good woman dirty. You put a seed in her and left her. She deserves a good man. No. They not look. That's not how society is. Everything is blamed on the woman. It's the woman's fault that the child is the way that it is. Because you ain't doing enough. You ain't showing up. You need to have more control over your child. The child is a reflection of you, so it's your fault, mom. And I'm not saying that necessarily, but this is how society thinks. And this is the reason why a lot of children act the way that they do, because they know that the consequences of what they do is going to reflect on you. And these men know, these little boys know that as well. It's going to reflect on you and not them. No man is like, well, some of them are, I would say about 5%. 5%. But the other 95 is like, it's your fault. You knew what you was getting into. You knew who you was dealing with. You knew do. You knew better than to mate with a snake. Now, how many doctors did it take? Because you fucked around and kissed the snake. And they feel like, I'm not going to sort out your problems. I'm not going to help you with your problems because you chose the wrong guy. This is how they're looking. And that is unfair to the woman who was tricked. That is unfair to the woman who was under love spells. That is unfair to the woman that was asleep and under heavy sedation and was not able to make the decisions on her own fully and using her ability to make a decision for herself. Because a lot of these men are warlocks. A lot of you have babies with warlocks, and they tricked you into having a baby with you. And not only that, they did spell work on you to make you have a baby with them, just so they could sacrifice the seed. It was not about a loving, caring connection. It was all about humiliating you. A lot of these warlocks got you guys pregnant, got you queens pregnant. Trust me, I see you for who you are. And you are still worthy of love and respect, if anything. A lot of these warlocks got you pregnant as a humiliation ritual, so other men could look down on you. Oh, you wasn't good enough for him to marry you. Oh, you wasn't good enough for him to stay with you. So what makes you think that I would put a ring on it? And they only look at you as being good for a fuck or a cum bucket. Because of a mistake that you made 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That's why that man did what he did. That's why he doesn't show up because he doesn't want another man to show up. He wants you to be able to say out of your mouth, yes, my baby daddy doesn't help me with the kids. That man is not going to feel sorry for you. A real king will step up. But another little boy looking in on your situation, he's going to be like, so you wasn't good enough. So why should you be good enough for me? Pick yourself up. Fix your crown. And know that this is your confirmation. You wasn't tripping. You knew all along. Because see, it's way deeper than what we really all thought. He wants you confused and sad and bitter because he's not taking care of the child, because he wants that to be a reflection in every relationship that you get in. You have to mention how he is no good. And see, a real king gonna look at that and be like, that nigga a piece of shit for not taking care of his seed. That nigga ain't shit for being out here and using money to take care of another woman in her family, or just got the money but won't take care of his own seed. And a real king is gonna see the situation for what it is. And know that this man tried to ruin your life. And this king is going to be interested in you because he's going to want to know why this little boy decided that he was going to ruin your life. But these other little boys that you have been meeting, they're just like your baby daddy. They just like your warlock's baby daddy. And that's why they judge you based off of your past, the mistakes that you made back then. And because they want you to compete too. They want you to get in that competitive mode and show them and compete and show them, I am good enough. He just made a mistake. I am worthy enough of love. He just made a mistake. I am. And you won't do it. So you got a whole group of men that are just so fucking mad that you won't prove to them that you're worthy enough for their love. Why? When there's snakes. If you made a mistake and you kissed a snake, how many doctors did it take? When you had that baby, how many doctors did it take? 1, 2. If you didn't try to compete and prove to your baby daddy that he should take care of this child, if you're not running him down, and that's another thing, he wants you to be always running after him, chasing after him, forgetting about the real important things in life. He wants his absence as you not taking care of this child to impact your life for the rest of your life. They also want you to be bitter and mad at your child, because for a lot of you, when you look at your child, who do you see? You see your no good, nothing ass baby daddy standing there with them little fingers and them little tiny noses. And a lot of little girls, they do. They are not mature enough in their mind, and they hate their own child because their child looks like their father. And they are bitter, and they are mad, and they are upset. But see, the reason why they're upset with you, because you didn't fall into that category. You didn't fall for that shit. You love your child, your innocent child that you decided that you wanted. That you saw fit, that you was emotionally stable to bring a child into this life. You decided that you had enough love within you. Oh, these warlocks, baby daddies is mad about it that you ain't just walking up to the child, bow, fuck you, and your daddy too. Because see, that was the whole goal. That was the whole plan. For you to compete with the child. I have seen and witnessed so many situations where these warlocks' fathers, these baby daddies, they want you to compete with your own child. A lot of them that do for the child, they go above and beyond just so you can be jealous of your child. Why would a real queen be jealous that you're doing what a man is supposed to do for their seed? Inquiring minds we would just love to know. We can listen. We can listen. We want to know. I find that very interesting. That 10% of these men that do take care of their child is out of spite. And it's to make the woman jealous. And to compete with the woman. You bought her some shoes, I'm gonna buy her some more expensive shoes. You bought her outfit, I'm gonna buy her 3 outfits. You bought her a car, I'm gonna buy her another car. Like, if you know, like I know, I bought her outfit, you bought her 2, now she got 3. I bought her a pair of shoes, you bought her a pair of shoes, now she got 2 pairs of shoes. They get mad and they just try to keep it going. They're so mad with you because you won't compete with stupidity. Stupidity. It's like, who wants to do, yeah, my child fathers take care of the kids, but it's, it's always after I do something, or it's always after I buy them something. We're not doing that. Who even invented that? Where did it stem from? Competing, that's where it stemmed from. They're mad because you won't compete. They're mad because you won't compare yourself to things in their lives that did not work. Well, congratulations, because it's not worth your time, it's not worth your energy, it's not worth your essence. It doesn't even deserve your attention. So congratulations, because the moment you get someone that wants you to compete, you already won. You already won. That very moment they sign you up for some shit that you would never sign yourself up for, you already won. Show's over. Close the curtains. You already won. You won the gift bag, the bucket, everything. Everything, the flowers, roses, all of it goes to you. Okay, so congratulations. To the next video. I care for you guys.